My name is Emily. I am a family of 3, my parents and me. Normally, we enjoy my mom's home cooking, but since today is my dad's birthday, we decided to splurge and went out for dinner at a fancy hotel. However, we ran into some unpleasant people there. The food at fancy hotels is always delicious, isn't it?
Right. How often do we get to dine out like this?
We gotta go all out for Dad's birthday.
He's always working so hard for us, after all. It was supposed to be a pleasant meal.
Hey, do you think those people next to us are poor?
Suddenly, I heard such a comment. Looking around, wondering who they could be talking about, I saw no one who looked particularly poor.
It's totally inappropriate for poor people to come to a place like this.
When I looked at the voice, I saw a woman and a man with nasty personality. They were looking over here and laughing. They're talking about us.
Have they realized?
Places like this are meant for elites like us.
It's annoying. It ruins the meal.
Then you guys leave.
Etiquette is important for dining out, right? It's infuriating when people don't know basic manners.
That's true indeed. But the manners in question aren't about how to use a fork or knife. It's about not laughing and speaking ill of others. Even someone as young as I can understand that. Yet, they seemed completely oblivious.
Hey, look at that kid's outfit.
What?
Do they think they're dressed stylishly? They don't realize the clothes don't suit them at all. The clothes look expensive, but the value of the clothes doesn't match the person wearing them.
Can't help it. They must be some country bumpkin poor folk.
They wouldn't stand a chance with an elite banker boyfriend like mine.
Obviously, to date someone like me, an elite banker, you need to be as competent, beautiful, and classy as you.
That's true.
They looked at us and said how capable they were. But would truly capable people talk down others like that?
Are they celebrating some anniversary, I wonder?
It's my dad's birthday, but so what? I was losing my amusement and glared at them.
Glaring at people while eating is a mountain monkey after all.
Stop it. Push too far, and even a monkey might bite you. Monkeys these days are fierce.
This is infuriating. It's my dad's special birthday celebration.
Emily, let it be. The less intelligent someone is, the more they talk about others like that. They're just pitiful people, unaware of their own foolishness.
That's right. Smart folks don't say such things.
Exactly. Today is Dad's birthday. We should be thankful for him, always working hard for us, and not get distracted by foolish talk.
Thanks. But all this expensive food seems a bit much.
Not at all. We're grateful you've made it through another year. Your hard work is why we can enjoy such delicious food.
In our family, we go all out for Dad's birthday every year. Shouldn't the child be the priority? I wanted to ask, but apparently, our family revolves around my kind dad. It seems that having me as their child is also because of him. That's fine by me, though. They looked at us and laughed during these conversations.
Hey, nice family bonding, but isn't it odd to make a big deal out of birthdays like this? We eat this kind of food often. Don't you think the special feeling fades?
Maybe. Perhaps we should occasionally eat simpler food like them to appreciate it more.
But that wouldn't quite suit us elites, would it?
Yeah, you have a good point.
I wonder what those people usually eat.
Yeah, probably just potatoes and beans. Cheap stuff, right?
Don't mock potatoes. Potatoes and beans are perfectly delicious, yet they ridicule them excessively. Apologize to the farmers.
Doesn't something smell funny?
Well, do you smell something?
Yes, a distinct poor smell.
Did you say poor smell? That's troublesome. As an elite, I can tell what poor smells like.
That's true, isn't it? Coming from an elite family and being elite myself, I wouldn't know poverty. But I get what you mean.
What does poor smell like? I wonder. That's a tough metaphor.
Looking at them makes me think that way.
Yea, certainly.
And that mother, she might think that's a diamond ring.
More like a big piece of glass, right?
Exactly. Probably some fake, trying hard because they're in this restaurant. But it's just glass, not even a good imitation. You can tell by the way it sparkles.
My mom stopped in her tracks. No wonder she was angry. After all, she loves jewelry. It's insulting to my mom to say that her jewelry is imitation. Watching her, my dad started to stand up. But Mom stopped him.
You shouldn't be on the same playing field, honey. I'm fine. It's pointless to engage with ignorant people.
Oh, okay.
Though he said okay, my dad seemed really angry. Usually so gentle, he was jabbing his fork into his plate. Just stop the nonsense, will you? Despite my thoughts, the two continued to mock us, sipping champagne and enjoying their meal. I feel sorry for the food that has to be eaten by such people. Then my dad said,
It's a shame for the food to be eaten by such people.
Wow. Like dad, like daughter. We were thinking the same thing. Mom seemed to find it hilarious, trying hard to suppress her laughter.
You're too funny.
But it's true, isn't it?
Definitely, it's too true to deny.
Hey, those poor people are being incredibly rude.
Yea, they are.
With that, the man stood up with his champagne glass. And stood next to my dad, tilting his glass over my dad's head.
Poor families should just disappear.
My mom and I screamed out loud. I immediately handed a napkin to my dad, but my mom was furious.
How dare you do that?
Just gave him some champagne.
I can tolerate verbal attacks, but this is unforgivable.
If you don't like it, just leave.
Which bank do you guys work for? You keep saying you're elite bankers, but I bet it's some unknown local bank, isn't it?
What? Don't be ridiculous, old woman. He's from the big city bank.
Oh, the big city bank. Can't believe the bank like that employs people like you.
Pretending to know, but a poor person like you wouldn't have any connection to such a bank, would you?
Think what you want, but you'll regret this.
What's there to regret? I wonder.
When my mom smirked, the manager came rushing over. He was profusely apologizing to my dad and checking if he was okay.
Wow, the restaurant manager keeps a low profile when treating poor people. We're the ones having a bad time here.
Let's go home, honey. I don't feel like eating here anymore with these people around. Let's come back another day.
Yeah, let's do that.
We had planned a surprise cake for Dad, but it looks like we won't be having cake today.
Now the poor folks are gone. Let's enjoy our meal.
I could hear the gleeful voice of the woman behind us. It was the next day.
Emily, we're going to the big city bank. Drive me there, please.
Really? The big city, wasn't the banker from yesterday also from the big city bank?
Yes, that's why we're going.
What are you planning to do?
Closing our accounts.
It seems my mom's anger from yesterday hadn't subsided. My mom runs a major corporation that everyone wants to work for. I work there as her driver and secretary, and my kind dad works as the vice president. At home, they're both gentle, but once at work, my mom becomes a completely different person. While my dad is always friendly and smiling, my mom shows no mercy in business. She's really strict. The idea of her going to the big city bank signaled a brewing storm. Well, when we arrived,
Call Mike, the branch manager, please.
she said to a female staff member at the counter without taking a number ticket.
Well, please take the number first.
I don't need it. Call the branch manager, Mike.
The staff member, perhaps intimidated by my mom's commanding presence, said, "Please wait," and ran off to speak with the manager. Mike looked troubled but rushed over as soon as he saw my mom.
Hi, Jessica. What brings you here today?
Other customers turned around in surprise when the branch manager came out. That's right. My mom and I were both in work clothes. Those who knew her recognized her immediately, but strangers probably thought, "Who is this old woman? A worker?" But that's my mom's trademark.
I want to close the accounts for our 10,000 employees.
What? Please come this way.
Hearing about closing accounts for 10,000 people would definitely cause a stir and panic. But my mom's company has all its employees' salaries deposited into the big city bank. Because it's cheaper in terms of transaction fees. I once heard her say, "I'm giving you 10,000 accounts, so you better cut the fees," which I thought was impressive. But changing banks now might increase the fees, right? My mom knew that, but she was so angry that she didn't even care. We entered a VIP reception room. Leather sofas were arranged, and the room was adorned with what seemed like expensive vases. Flowers were arranged, and there were paintings, likely imitations. Coffee and tempting cake were promptly served as we sat on the sofas, but my mom didn't even glance at them. "The cake looks good, too bad the mood's not right to eat it." Mike sat down in front of my mom.
Thank you for coming today.
Enough with the greetings.
Oh, so.
I'm here to close the accounts for 10,000 of our employees.
And what about the payroll transfers?
We'll sign with another bank.
But doing so, I believe the fees will go up.
The bank would naturally want to prevent this. Challenging the fees is expected.
I know that. We've already taken care of it.
So quick. Was that the call she made last night?
What do you mean you've taken care of it?
We've negotiated with another bank for lower fees. Thanks to the foolish actions of one of your employees, our company has benefited.
My mom said with a smirk.
However, our fees are already very competitive. I can't imagine anyone offering lower.
That's for your company to figure out, isn't it?
Excuse me, Jessica. Your company has branches overseas, so you're switching to a bank with international branches.
Of course.
Well, I see.
So please, hurry up and cancel the accounts.
Yes, I understand, but could you please provide more details?
Why do you need details when we're just closing the accounts?
We're just trying to understand why you suddenly decided to cancel. We've had a long-standing relationship with your company, and yet, this sudden change.
Do you want to know?
Yes, Jessica, it doesn't seem like you to make such a sudden decision without good reason.
Then my mom took a deep breath and started recounting yesterday's events.
Yesterday was my husband's birthday.
Was it your husband's birthday? Congratulations from me too.
We thought we'd enjoy a fancy hotel dinner as a family.
That sounds nice.
But there, we encountered an employee from your bank.
What?
We were called Pua by that employee.
What? To Jessica.
I don't care about being called Pua, but he mocked my daughter and even poured champagne on my husband's head while saying Pua families should disappear and laughed. Is such rudeness acceptable?
That's too bad.
How angry do you think I felt having my family insulted like that?
I really understand, but are you sure he was an employee of our bank?
Yes, he bragged about being an elite banker here. When asked which bank, he said this big city bank. Moreover, he told me, a poor person like you has no business with our bank.
That's outrageous.
Then it's time to cut ties, isn't it?
I'm terribly sorry. Do you know the name of this individual?
I don't know his name, and I didn't bother to ask.
We would like to have him here to apologize.
Forget the apology, just proceed with the account closure. I didn't come here to complain, I came to close the accounts.
Of course, the closure process is underway, but with 10,000 accounts, it will take some time. Meanwhile, we thought we could offer an apology.
Okay, I don't know his name, but...
My mom detailed the appearance of the man from yesterday. Her memory was so precise that I marveled at her observational skills, perhaps a key to her success in running such a large company. Mike took notes on the features my mom described and said, "Excuse me for a moment," before stepping out of the door. Shortly afterward, he returned with 3 men.
Is the man from yesterday among these?
One of the men spoke up when he said this.
You from yesterday. Why is that old hag here?
That an employee of the big city bank would address the client in the VIP lounge in such a manner was appalling. He's truly an idiot. That remark revealed his identity as the man from yesterday.
Bob, it was you. The rest of you, please go back.
Mike directed, and the other 2 men bowed deeply before leaving.
This is the bank's elite, someone who speaks to customers in such a manner.
I deeply apologize.
What's your attitude? Why are these poor people coming here, trying to get a taste of wealth?
That's rude. She's the significant client.
Don't be deceived by them, Mike. They're not rich, just poor. They were even at a fancy restaurant yesterday, only because it was her husband's birthday celebration. Rich people don't need special occasions to dine there. It should be a common occurrence for them.
Hey, you, stop talking.
In fact, her husband was impressed that he could eat at such a place only a few times in his life. Clearly, they are poor.
Hey, stop it.
Do you see now, Mike? This is his true character. Can we entrust our employees' accounts to the bank with such a person?
Your point is valid, but with 10,000 accounts, pulling them all would significantly impact us. It would be a major issue. So we'll ensure he apologizes properly. Please reconsider.
That's absurd. Expecting us to tolerate champagne poured over my husband's head. Would you, Mike, tolerate that if it were your wife?
What's the big deal about a little champagne? I thought I'd let them taste it since they probably can't afford it. They should be thankful.
Do you really know who I am?
I'm sorry, Bob is indeed a competent employee, but since he's off and out, he's unfamiliar with these matters.
Unfamiliar with these matters. My staff are well versed even in areas beyond their direct responsibilities. We ensure all our employees are thoroughly trained to prevent such incidents. If you can't remember the faces of customers, you should always behave respectfully, not knowing who you might meet. Isn't it shameful to lack such basic manners, or are you just stupid?
What? I am an elite, a graduate of a prestigious university. You have no right to talk to me like that.
So, an elite from a prestigious university, huh? Well, your life ends today.
What do you mean?
Probably, by tomorrow, you'll be out on the streets, having fallen from your elite path.
Why would that happen?
Bob, she is right.
Mike, why are you taking this old woman's words so seriously?
It's not about taking her seriously, it's the truth.
Why is that?
This is the president of Solar Corporation, and next to her is her daughter, who is also her secretary and driver.
Hold on a second, Solar Corporation. The Solar?
Yes, that's Solar.
You've got to be kidding. So, the person with her yesterday was?
He's my husband, the vice president of my company.
The vice president.
You've been incredibly rude to the Solar family.
I am so sorry.
Bob sat down and apologized to us with his head down. But my mom was not ready to forgive him.
Apologizing now, at the luxury hotel. You should have at least suspected who we might be. How foolish, but that's just who you are. Right, you even said my ring was a fake. Remember, look, I'm wearing it again today. Does it look like a fake to you?
It seemed my mom still harbored resentment from the jewelry insult incident. Bob looked up at the ring, then bowed his head to the floor again.
What do you mean by this?
He claimed my ring was glass, not recognizing it's a 20-carat top-grade diamond. What does a real one look like then, I wonder?
I'm so sorry. I was trying to impress my girlfriend yesterday and said those things. It was a moment of folly. Please forgive me.
Jessica, Bob is truly remorseful. Please forgive him.
Remorseful? Do you think everything is forgiven with remorse? Should I continue the contract because he's remorseful? Seal a deal because of it? Do you think that works in business?
Indeed, she was right. If such behavior were allowed, it would certainly make the job easier for everyone involved. However, that's not how work operates. In other words, it's not that simple.
Can we somehow?
Mike, you're too lenient, and that's why this man has become so arrogant. Do you realize that you, as his superior, are responsible for his behavior, thinking he's an elite and disrespecting customers?
You're absolutely right.
If our company withdraws 10,000 accounts, it might not just be him at risk, but your job too. I acknowledge your desire to help your employee, but you should think about yourself too.
Exactly.
Mike,
That is correct.
The manager hadn't considered that. Even so, Mike, unable to outright blame and yell, "It's your fault," at this moment, desperately apologizing with a pale face, merely attempting to request the cancellation of the account closure.
We won't retract the withdrawal. We've already signed with another bank, and even if it's just a penny cheaper per account, That's $100 a month saved. Imagine if it were 3 cents cheaper. That's $300 in cost savings, Bob. Thanks to you, we've managed to cut expenses. Turns out rudeness can be beneficial from a different angle.
Oh, no.
So, no matter how much I apologize, you won't forgive me?
That's right. We have no intention of forgiving you after what you've done.
Then apologizing is just a loss for me.
What did you say?
Think about it. I and Elite have prostrated before her, yet she maintains this hearty attitude. I admit she wasn't poor, but I never truly understood why I had to go to these lengths for her.
Bob, enough already.
Mike, the cancellation will proceed regardless. Once it's done, she is no longer our customer. There's no need to keep humbling ourselves, right?
That's why you made such a mess. You're putting us in a lot of trouble.
Mike, what are you talking about? We're a major bank. Losing 10,000 accounts isn't a big deal. Let's think bigger.
Idiot. Don't you get it? If this reaches our president, both our heads are on the line.
That won't happen. You, as the manager, might be at risk, but I'm protected by the union. Don't worry, I'm safe. I shouldn't have apologized.
Bob, you scoundrel.
What a troublesome employee he is.
Because of you, I'm.
You're getting fired, but that's your problem, not mine. The ultimate responsibility lies with you, the manager.
At that moment, an employee knocked and entered.
Mike, the cancellation of 10,000 accounts is complete.
It's done. Thank you.
He slumped down in defeat.
Right, Bob, wasn't it? I'm close with the president of this bank, and I'll make sure to give him a full report about you, just to let him know what a terrible employee they have.
What?
You should worry more about your own job than Mike's. I'll make sure you get fired, no matter what.
No, this can't be happening.
My mom exited the room, laughing loudly. Behind the closed door, the manager's shouts and Bob's anguished cries were heard. The bank became embroiled in turmoil after the 10,000 account closures, facing potential bankruptcy. The president visited multiple times, begging for a new contract, but my mom refused, unwilling to entrust our company's funds to a bank employing people like Bob. However, she agreed to assist in other matters in exchange for Bob's disciplinary dismissal. Eventually, Bob was forced out of the bank. The incident was in the news and made a huge splash on the internet. When Bob tried to get another job, he was rejected by every financial institution, even a little-known consumer finance company. He now resides in the day laborer district of California. After closing the 10,000 accounts, my mom swiftly arranged for new bank accounts at a different bank. Of course, some employees didn't have a bank account, but my mom quickly had them set one up. Naturally, this move initially met with complaints from the employees. However, when the incident at the luxury hotel came to light, revealing the president's efforts to protect the employees' pride, and their grievances quickly vanished. Her actions, driven by anger over the treatment of her beloved husband, also earned her high praise as a devoted wife. "You're amazing, Mom."
What for?
"Your news has become very popular on SNS.
Really? I wonder who's liking it.
It's over 10,000, so it's not just your employees."
I see. Writing about husband gets likes. Husband's quite the star. Maybe we should commercialize this.
"What?" Mom laughed, unsure if she was serious or joking. but then she actually turned it into a product.